Let's make sugar cookie cheesecake bites and talk about how to recover from burnout. Spoiler, it's not just about rest. Also, make sure to share this with somebody who needs to hear it. Now, let's dive in. Recovering from burnout happens in 4 steps. But before I get into those, let me explain why I know this works. I'm a licensed clinical psychologist, and I've been helping people recover from burnout for years. And I've also lived it myself. About a year ago, I quit my job as a healthcare executive where I was constantly on the clock, working 70+ hours a week. I loved what I did. I rarely took time off, and I felt fine, or at least I thought I did. What made me finally realize I was burned out wasn't that I felt bad, it was that I couldn't feel good. When your system stays in survival mode long enough, your emotions dull themselves for efficiency. That's why so many burned out people only feel exhaustion or hopelessness. But during the holidays, my wife and I sat down to play a game our friends said we'd love. And out of nowhere, I felt something I hadn't felt in a long time. Happy. And that terrified me. It was like realizing I'd been underwater without knowing it. And once I came up for air, I couldn't go back to pretending everything was fine. So if you're drowning, let me throw you a lifesaver. Here are the 4 steps of burnout recovery. Step 1, rebalance. Your life is lopsided right now, and your system needs to come out of survival mode before anything else can change. This means true rest, meaning relief from stress and self-nurturing activities like movement, reducing caffeine and alcohol, and going to therapy. It also means saying no to anything non-essential for a while. Let the balls that can bounce drop. Step 2, rediscover. Reconnect with the version of yourself who had more life in them before burnout drained the color out of things. Revisit old you activities, a favorite game, book, or place. Follow the things that make you feel even slightly happy or engaged. And spend time with people who recharge you. But most of all, let go of the guilt. Pleasure is part of healing, not a distraction from it. Step 3, redesign. Going back to your old life would undo the healing you've worked so hard for. It would be like saving a duck from an oil spill, cleaning it up, and then throwing it back in. You need to redesign a new, sustainable version of your life. Reevaluate your roles, routines, and responsibilities. What stays, what goes, and what needs to change. Establish non-negotiables like rest days, cutoff times, and supportive relationships. Finally, step 4, relapse prevention. You can't avoid burnout forever. It's part of being human. But you can stop it from getting worse by having a plan. Identify your personal warning signs and write them down somewhere. Ask people in your life to check in with you if you start slipping back into old patterns. Burnout doesn't mean you're broken. It means you've been carrying more than you were meant to. You deserve a life that gives back to you, not just one that takes. And if nobody's told you this yet, you are allowed to start again. Stay hungry, my friends.